No one ever gets into flat earth and then turns back.
What?
Go nuts on my nuts.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Playing a Blinder with me, the Creaky Blinder. Tidy. Now if it is your first time here, I know exactly what you're thinking. Look how old he is. Doesn't he have a real job? Well, that's really got nothing at all to do with you, and I will thank you to stay out of my private affairs. Now let's just get on with what we're all here to do. Make fun of Eddie Bravo because he thinks the earth is flat. Tidy!
No one ever gets into flat earth and then turns back.
Well, Seek Truth, Speak Truth will be very surprised to hear that because he is in fact an ex-flat earther.
You don't. It's like Santa Claus. When you find out Santa Claus isn't real, people don't go back and say, you know what, I'm starting to believe in Santa Claus again. You know what, it's the same thing, dude.
Now, you can always be pretty certain that a grown man is making a valid point when he uses a Santa Claus analogy to prove what he's saying. But I've got to agree with him on this occasion because the belief in flat earth is exactly the same as the belief in Santa Claus. And when I say that, what I mean is they're both complete fabrications based in fantasy. But on this occasion, Mr. Bravo, you're 100% right, because an adult believing that the earth is flat is exactly the same as an adult believing that Santa Claus is real.
Water is level. That's the science of water. When we're talking about science.
I've explained this so many times, flat and level are not the same thing.
The only thing that keeps the ball earth theory together is gravity. That's the only thing. But gravity's never been proven.
Now, saying that gravity is the only thing that proves the shape of the earth is a little bit disingenuous. But on this occasion, I will forgive you because you're a professional MMA fighter and you do get kicked in the head a lot. And when he says gravity hasn't been proven, I suspect what he's getting at is, yeah, we don't know exactly what gravity is, but we most certainly know how it behaves.
Gravity's like, oh, gravity's been proven, look. Gravity. No. Gravity. Like you pick something up with gravity. No.
Okay, so what exactly is it that causes that can of Coke to fall down? How does it know which way is down? Why didn't it fall up? Or this way or that way?
Try doing that to a helium balloon. Then what? What is that? Helium balloon, an anti-gravity spaceship? What about a helium balloon? Can't explain that, can you?
Well, actually, yes I can. Why do you look so surprised? Helium isn't a solid object. It's a gas. And as long as the balloon that is filled with helium, combined with the weight of the helium, is less than the weight of the air, then it'll just float upwards and it isn't affected by gravity.
Have we ever recreated gravity in science?
Neil deGrasse Tyson, he'll even tell you. He's like on. There's a famous video. He goes, "Well, when you talk about gravity, we don't know."
And as far as I can see, the only thing that proves is that Neil deGrasse Tyson is more than happy to be honest.
What is gravity?
You have no idea. Okay, next question.
Wow.
No, here's the difference. We can describe gravity. We can say what it does to other things. We can measure it, predict with it. But when you start asking, like, what it is, I don't know.
Well, shock horror, Eddie Bravo didn't give a genuine answer. So Neil deGrasse Tyson didn't just say, we don't know. He said, we don't know, and then went on to describe what we do know. Cherry picking much?
And you saw him when he dropped that mic and showed flat earthers what was up. He dropped that mic. He's so smart. You know what I mean? He wouldn't challenge Eric Dubé to a debate. Eric Dubé was down. Joe Rogan was going to set that up. Me and Joe were like, because we were arguing about flat earth. And I said, why don't you just have Eric Dubé on the show and debating Neil deGrasse Tyson? Neil deGrasse Tyson, he'll talk shit when there's no flat earthers around, but he ain't going to talk shit around Eric Dubé.
Ooh, Eric Dubé. I bet Neil deGrasse Tyson is quaking in his boots. Did you ever stop for a second to consider, Eddie, that maybe the reason Neil deGrasse Tyson doesn't want to debate Eric Dubé is because a public figure like Neil deGrasse Tyson just doesn't have it in him to waste his time arguing over the shape of the earth. And besides that, anyway, Eric Dubé is a joke. He's a loser. He's a weak little boy. Just like everyone else who believes in flat earth.
Eric Dubé would smash Neil deGrasse Tyson with science.
You know, I really do feel sorry for Eddie Bravo because he is really stupid. How can any sane person claim that one of the world's leading astrophysicists, is afraid to debate a YouTuber who makes shit up, claiming the Earth is flat.
The science of water is it's always level.
But level and flat aren't the same things!
The Earth is 70% water.
71% actually. And what the hell difference does that make? Humans are 60% water, but we aren't flat. Well, no, we're not flat.
We should be able to find curvature in the ocean.
We can. Every time we see a ship disappearing into the distance from the bottom up.
On land is uneven. You really can't. It's unpredictable land.
Now, this may be just me, but can somebody explain to me how land is unpredictable?
And you really can't measure curve correctly.
So, surveyors of the world, what the hell have you been doing?
But in the ocean, we're 75% water. There should be, if the water is curved.
Do you know, at this point, I really don't care about anything Eddie Bravo has got to say. How is it that an astrophysicist like Neil deGrasse Tyson and surveyors that measure the land and, measure the land are all wrong, and a man who gets kicked in the head for a living is laughing at them, considering himself to be right? I mean, I don't know what I mean, but I do know I'm losing the will to live.
If we're on a ball that's 25,000 miles in circumference, that's what they say. That's what school will tell you. That's what the textbooks tell you.
Yeah, and there's a pretty good reason why schools tell children that, and why the textbooks tell those children the same thing. It's because we are.
We're a ball that's 25,000 miles in circumference. At that size, the ball should curve at a rate of 8 inches per mile squared.
Should it really? And why, pray tell, is that, Mr. Bravo? Is it because Eric Dubay says so? Now, 8 inches per mile squared is the formula all flat earthers scream, not realizing, or maybe they do realize and don't care, that it's wrong. It's not accurate, and it's from very ancient. It's from a long time ago. And the further away you get from the starting point, the less accurate it becomes. Now, this is actually the correct equation for accurately calculating the curvature of the Earth. But because I'm just a stupid globetard, I have absolutely no clue what it means, nor do I care. But before you hop down to the comment section and criticize me for not understanding that equation, remember this. I am not pretending to be able to outwit one of the leading astrophysicists in the world. I am not claiming that we live on anything other than a sphere. So just bear that in mind before you criticize me. And I'm not a nerd either.
All the people battling, there's people that battle flat earth. There's all these battles going on. There's battles everywhere on YouTube. They all know the formula. And with that formula, at 100 miles in the ocean, there should be 6,600 feet of curvature.
Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. Don't know. Don't care either. But this is the point. You're saying that there's people battling flat earthers and everybody knows the equation. You mean 8 inches per mile squared, that equation that's wrong? But anyway, I digress. There's a very good reason why I would never argue with a flat earther or any other idiot like Eddie Bravo. It's because I would be absolutely terrified that they would drag me down to their level and beat me with experience.
So, but how do Navy ships target other ships 100 miles away?
Range tables. There's no guy up on deck with a... what do you call that thing? A dickhead. Yeah, one of those. There isn't anybody up there eyeballing to see if he can see where the ship is. It basically comes down to maths. It's been calculated and put into range tables, and these range tables tell the gunner a very precise angle that he needs to fire his weapon. weapon that he needs to fire his gun at. And as long as he follows the instructions laid out on the range table, then he will hit his target.
No.
That's what they
Neil
said. That's
deGrasse
what someone
Tyson.
said.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Fine. If he follows the instructions laid out on the range table, he will hit his Neil deGrasse Tyson. I don't see how that's relevant, but whatever makes you happy.
No, dumbass. And Neil deGrasse Tyson. There's a video.
That dude who jumped out of a perfectly good balloon. What's his name? Felix Baumgartner.
Baumgartner. So many childish jokes and just not enough time.
Oh, and then you have all those pictures, those fake-ass fish-eyed lens pictures. Everyone gets fooled with the fish-eyed lens. They all get fooled. They're these fake-ass pictures of the International Space Station. It's a picture of Earth. They're supposedly on the International Space Station. You could find one of those. International picture of Earth from There's gonna be like a little. On the side. You're gonna see like a little solar panel, a little arm to let you know they're on the International Space Station. And then they show you the Earth curved, and it's a fisheye lens. It's basically a picture from maybe 100,000 feet on a plane. They take a picture and then they just put with a fisheye lens, and then they look at that shit. This is the shit you see all day.
Well, what did you expect? Is he really a flat earther if he doesn't bring up fisheye lenses? Let me ask all the flat earthers who No, flat earthers wouldn't have got this far into the video, but I'm going to ask the question anyway. Where's your proof that these pictures are not taken from the International Space Station? Do you have any? Do you have any evidence to back up your theory that these are fake pictures? Or is it just your belief system? Which is what I think it is. And let me also put this to you. We'll throw this out as a challenge to any flat earther. Now, fisheye lenses do make flat things curved. But I have yet to come across a fisheye lens that can make a flat object into a ball. So, flat earthers seem to be the world's foremost experts in fisheye lenses. So any flat earther that sees this, if you can provide a photograph that's not edited, nothing at all, the only thing you do is use a fisheye lens, take a photograph of something that is known to be flat, and show us.
Oh, you think that's a fair?
That's definitely a fisheye
Dude,
lens.
they're all fisheye lens, dude. That's how they get people. People are so fucking retarded. Like, how many times they gotta fake the moon mission before you don't believe shit coming from it? How many times?
Fake the moon mission? Oh my god, you're one of those people that believes in the moon? Eddie Bravo, ladies and gentlemen. Living proof that stupid people are a real thing. And it blows my mind that in the age we live in now, where any information we want is literally at our fingertips, where our homes are filled with AI, there are still people like Eddie Bravo out there claiming that the Earth is flat and proving beyond any shadow of a doubt that artificial intelligence is no match for natural stupidity. Take care, everyone. I'm the Creaky Blinder. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Give the video a like, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Alright, watch this next. But before you do, make sure you subscribe. By order of the Creaky Blinder.